I'm going to be showing you how to create an open mind portrait. The first thing you're going to want to do is find a computer that has PowerPoint on it. You can also use Paint. I'm just going to show you basically what an open mind portrait is, and then you can use any software that you want to create it. If you don't want to do it digitally and you want to do it at home using actual paper and pencil, you can take your phone and take a video of it or take pictures of it and upload those as well. I'm fine with that. Some people may not be as inclined to use the technology as they are to use paper pencil or their actual hands to draw with. So I've opened PowerPoint and I come up to the basic slide that you start with. I'm going to get rid of these text boxes just by clicking on them and pushing delete. That's going to give me a completely white canvas. Now I want to be able to draw. I have the new version of PowerPoint. You may have the old version. If you have the old version, up here on the top you won't have this ribbon. You'll just have a menu bar. You'll go to View Toolbars. When you get to the toolbars, you're going to want to make sure that your the drawing toolbar is check marked. If it is, down here at the bottom, down here near the bottom, you will see all kinds of shapes and that kind of thing, and that's where those tools would be. But since I'm assuming the campus has the new one, so let's hope that I'm right. I wanted to show you what this looks like. So I'm going to go to Insert on the toolbar, on the ribbon, and I'm going to go to, I have to click inside my thing, go to Insert, and I'm going to go to Shapes. So on Shapes, I've got tons of shapes to choose from here. So I'm just going to choose an oval, and I'm going to make myself just a simple little circle. You'll notice that the inside of the circle is defaulted to blue. If you double click that, you can go up here to Shape Fill and change that to white. You can also change it to the color of the color of skin. So I'll just make it, oh, oops, I forgot I'm making it Cassie Logan and she was a darker girl. Okay, I will do that one, even though it's probably not the right color. It's a little funky. I can also draw some hair on there by going back to over here, and I can just, let's go back to Insert Shapes. Let's see, what can I draw her some hair with? I can click right here on the lines, and I can choose the one at the end that says Scribble, and it actually gives me a pencil, and I can draw some lines. And I'm not very good at this, as you can see, so I don't expect yours to be wonderful. When you finish with this, you can see again it defaulted blue, so I'll want to change that. So I'm just going to go up here to Shape Outline, and I'm going to change it to black because I'm assuming her hair was black. I can also go to Weight and make it thicker, which is what I want to do. So I'm going to, oops, I'm going to click on the hair piece. I'm going to right click it and copy it, and then I'm going to right click and paste, and I'm just going to keep doing that process until I get some hair on her. Okay, then I can we're going to pretend like I've got hair over there. So then we're going to go to Insert, and now I'm going to give her some eyes, so I can just, what I want to do here is I'm going to fill that with white, and I'm going to put it where I want it to be. And then I'm going to get a second shape and put it inside there to put the color of her eyes. I'm going to make that one brown. Once I've done that, if I click on the larger eyeball first and then hold down Control and click the smaller eyeball, then I can right click those. Oops. Hold on, let me try that again. Click on the bigger one and the small one, then right click on them, and I can go to Group and group those, and now it gives me one eyeball. See how I did that? So then I can right click and copy that, and then just click somewhere else and paste, and then I can get another eyeball that looks exactly like that one. And if I decide the brown, to me that looks like she's looking the wrong way, so I can right click that and ungroup it just like I grouped it, And then I have two separate pieces again, and I can move that brown part over to this side. And then I can continue by drawing a nose and a mouth. So that's what I would do. Then I would go click under that, and I would go to Insert, New Slide, and I would tell it I wanted a blank one. And then I would create another circle here about the same size as my first one. And inside that circle, I would leave it probably white. And or I could do it the same color as the skin tone that we used with her. Okay, so inside that one, I'm gonna put in here all the objects that I think represent her. So let's say we're using Cassie, and I think Cassie has a big heart. So I could go here to Insert, Pictures, and I could from there upload any picture that maybe I found off the internet. Or I could go to Insert, Online Pictures, and this takes me to what clip art is available within the PowerPoint program. My computer's being really slow tonight, so I'll just go ahead and close that. Those are two options. You could also insert shapes, and I could find a heart right here somewhere. I would assume there's a heart. Let me find it. There it is. So Cassie's got a big heart. I think I said stubborn and then I went with heart, didn't I? Sorry about that. My mind's floating elsewhere. Okay, so Cassie has a big heart. Now I can move this around. Oops. I can move this around and place it anywhere I want to within there. This activity is really good to use with students in the classroom because it makes them think about, and they like the fact that they can use words on an open mind portrait, but I've always told my students to limit themselves to using as few words as possible, because when they're finished, we exchange. You can either let them present it, or you can let them, with a small group of students, exchange it and see if the other person can guess, because if everybody's read the same book, then they should be able to look at those drawings and see what that person was trying to depict. It's a great way to see if the students read between the lines. Sometimes the book doesn't right out say a character is mean, but maybe they did something that made them mean. Like if you choose the character Lillian Jean, or if you choose Stacy, there's some things that you could put in there that the book doesn't right out say they have flaws, but it lets you know that from the words that it does use. So this is a great activity. Another one that I do, I'm just going to throw this in there for you. If you remember back, I don't know how old you all are, but I remember in kindergarten and first grade, our teacher would make us, this was back in the days of overhead projectors, and our teacher would make us stand to the side, and they would take an overhead projector and shine it toward us, and then they would draw a picture of our profile on the board and then cut it out in black paper and make something they called a silhouette. I'm not sure if you guys remember those or not. But what I would do sometimes with my students is I would have them draw a silhouette of a character in the book, and then I would let them use colored chalk to draw pictures in this same manner, draw pictures that depict that character. And most of the time I would get like bulletin board paper, and we would do life size. So if we were doing Cassie, we would do a life size one, and I would also throw in lessons on scale, and we'd do lessons on math and measurement, because we would measure to see how tall our paper was, and usually I would have kids strewn all over the classroom, the hallway, and everything when we did those activities. So you can make it as fun as you want to in the classroom, but this is a really good comprehension skill, especially when you're reading fiction or biography, because it really makes the students think about the character in a different way. Now, when you finished with the picture of your person, and then the second slide will be what's inside that open mind portrait, I'm going to leave it up to you whether or not you want to add a third slide. If you want to explain what all the things inside your mind are for, you can do that on a third slide. Just put in a slide and add your text, or you can leave that up to the people who are going to be looking at this on the discussion board, and maybe they may ask you questions about why did you put this or why did you put that. So that's up to you. I'm going to leave that one totally up to you. It won't detract from your grade or anything like that. Okay, so I hope you have fun doing this, and I hope you also learned a little bit about drawing on PowerPoint. This would be a very good way when you're doing your student teaching or your out in the classrooms to get technology in a lesson, because you can show the students one time how to draw a picture on here. They're going to blow you away with what they come up with because they're much better at using a mouse than we are. So have fun with your assignment, and I'm looking forward to see what you come up with.